Hey, welcome back. Today is February 21st, Sunday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how it could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets in the short-term future, before diving into Uniswap, UNIUSD, and see what exactly has gone on in this market. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before we begin today, please do subscribe to this channel and like this video as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculation opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. I've already done a more extensive post on Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action earlier today. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I said there, you guys can see that. However, we do have Bitcoin dominance right now up about 0.5%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 3%, while total altcoin market cap up only almost 2%. Now, this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards. I would usually see total altcoin market cap trailing that in gains behind Bitcoin price action. This is why I usually emphasize that when Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, it's usually better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. However, currently I am seeing more signs that Bitcoin dominance may actually be changing course and going back upwards. This could make sense because Bitcoin price action is making new highs, so more money could be flowing into Bitcoin. And I do see a bullish pattern that could be developing right here, which is an inverse head and shoulders pattern with the neckline here to be about 64.25%, which is also a fib level for Bitcoin dominance. If price action on Bitcoin dominance here actually comes back up to the 64.25% fib level, this further validates this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which I would say the 64.25% fib level is also the neckline of this pattern. This is shown on the daily time frame here. Now let's take a look into Bitcoin price action here. We're still making new highs here, currently about 57.7K. Now, if Bitcoin actually does pull back, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. The magnitude of that effect would depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go ahead and go over to Uniswap, which had quite a bit of a run since yesterday. Okay, let's go about the bigger time frames here, from the monthly down to the daily time frame. Check the RSIs for any overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. Now, on the monthly time frame here, we don't see an RSI reading, so that is still good. And it looks like the monthly volume here is not as... I want to see the volume for further confirmation that this uptrend would likely continue, okay? So right now, we still have about 7 more days left on this monthly time frame. However, if I do actually extrapolate this monthly volume here, it does not seem to be as strong as the previous months. So if I want to see a uptrend likely to continue, I also want to see volume coming in on an uptrend as well. Okay. So, however, I'm not seeing that on the monthly time frame here. That could change within the next 7 days. But if I extrapolate it from today's volume and to the end of the month here, it does not seem to be as strong as the previous month. Let's take a look into the weekly time frame here. Weekly time frame. We do have an RSI reading of about 92, okay, above 92. No possible bearish divergence scenario here yet. However, we are in pretty overbought territory, so some type of pullback is not unreasonable. I would be cautious of a pretty high RSI reading like this, okay? Not saying that it cannot continue, but just from a scale of 1 to 100, we're at 91, okay? So 91 to 100 will be the runway that's still possible for the price action to continue going. However, the downside, there's more potential. On the 3-day time frame here, I would not consider this to be bearish divergence, even though with the flat RSI 2 points here, okay, because this would still would to me still be the same high. So I'm not comparing two highs for bearish divergence. This would still be one high for me, okay. So in my opinion, I don't think this is bearish divergence. You guys can let me know what you think. However, if I compare this high right here with the previous high, that is actually still good. Okay, that's actually good. I don't see possible bearish divergence scenario here yet then on the 3-day time frame. However, I do want to, let's go back there. We are at an RSI reading of about 84, so let's note that. That's still pretty overbought. Daily time frame here, similar narrative with the 3-day time frame. I would not consider this to be two separate highs here. It's still one high here, so I don't see this as bearish divergence. Comparing this high with this past high, I don't see bearish divergence scenario here yet. So that's still good. RSI reading is currently about 75. Slight overbought. However, the one I'll be taking into consideration more is the weekly, which we're at, again, about 91 to 92. Okay. Let's take a look into a smaller time frame. On the let's take a look into the 2-hour time frame here, where I can still see a possible ascending triangle pattern that is validated actually. So we have two sets of swings up and two sets of swings down, okay, to the bottom trend line at least. Well, actually more sets of swings up. However, this is validated to me for this ascending triangle pattern. Immediate support is the 2-hour 21 MA. Now, ascending triangle patterns are generally bullish patterns. According to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 63% chance of it breaking upwards. You guys can verify it with your own stats or with that source that I'm using. Okay. Now, if this actually does break upwards, I have a measured target here. All right, so as far as I can read it here, it's about 36.7. So let's take a mathematic difference here instead then. This would be about $32 minus the bottom of the pattern would be about 26.5, $26.50 just to be even here though. So that's about difference of about 5.5. It'll be about 37.5 just measured target. That's my math right here. You guys can check it and see if it's correct. So $37.50 would be the measured target if it breaks out of this pattern. Now, measured targets are approximate theoretical targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Of course, even though it seems that we have a bullish pattern here, I would not lose track of what I just said about the RSI readings on the higher time frames. Okay, so I'll still be cautious. Now, let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Let's take a look into the hourly time frame where we already do have a slight close above this 32-cent area. So let's go back to the 2-hour time frame where we don't have a close at all above this 32-cent area. Bullish case now, if we start seeing 2-hour candle closes above this 32-cent area, staying closed above this 32-cent area and go towards its measured targets. Okay, that is the bullish case scenario. Let me reiterate. 2-hour candle closes above $32, staying closed above $32 and go towards its measured targets. Bearish case scenario here, price action breaks its bottom trend line. The next level of support I'll be looking at could possibly be the hourly 50 as of right now. That could actually keep this ascending triangle shape intact. Okay, so if it breaks this bottom trend line, I'll look to the hourly 50 as support and seeing if this support could actually keep this ascending triangle pattern shape intact. If the hourly 50 does not hold, possibly the 3-hour 21, but that's still pretty down there. I don't think it's going to get to the price action in time to actually keep this pattern intact. But I'll keep an eye out on that because that could be the next level of support that I'll be looking at if the hourly 50 MA does not hold. Okay, now these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today for Uniswap, UNIUSD. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.